This is Joanna Wziątek from Cybertech Festival, and we are here in Katowice. And here with me, I'm having Patrick Miller, a CEO at MFEX. Good morning. How are you today?
Doing well. Thank you.
That's fantastic. Patrick, I would like to first ask you, is it your first time in Poland or have you been here before? And how do you like the festival itself?
This is my first time in Poland other than the airport. I've stopped in Warsaw once. I love it. It's fantastic. The event itself, I've been to many events in Europe. I like that this one is focused on the operational technologies, industrial control systems. There's not enough of that content, so having a specific dedicated conference to that is excellent. The content I've seen here so far rivals any other event I've been to, if not better in some cases. I like the mix of technical, higher level, I don't want to say managerial, but softer skills, even the balancing your kind of mental health, for example, with some of the burnout discussions. So great content, fantastic event. I like Katowice a lot.
That's really good news for us, and we hope that more people will come next year, and also that we might be having you again. Patrick, based on your experience, I would like to ask a little bit more deep technical question, because you have a lot of experience in various sectors, including energy, telecommunication, financial services. So could you please share some unique challenges and solutions you have encountered in implementing cybersecurity across those different areas?
Within the industrial side in particular, each one of those areas, whether it's energy or oil and gas or water, they all have their own unique challenges. Some of them, like water, for example, are contained environments. They don't have a connected system like electric or gas or transportation. Well, the system itself is not shared with other systems. So like neighboring cities or neighboring countries in some cases, like with an electric system or a gas system. Those are a little bit easier. Their challenges are different. With the ones that are interconnected with other cities or countries, for example, those are much different because you have to deal with all of the different people and different companies and countries and personalities in the mix. So the difference is you've got your technology challenges and you also have the cultural and human challenges that come with it as well. So for each of those different areas, different solutions are needed, different approaches are needed, different technologies are needed. Sometimes it's diplomacy and technology. So those are interesting, especially currently where you are now with the geopolitical state of the area. Makes things much, much more challenging. So trying to secure things from criminals or curious people or other, bad people with intent is different than dealing with someone who's a wartime actor, because that's a very different perspective. Unfortunately, you're in a situation here in particular and in your area, you get to do both. So I wish I had a solution that says, here's how you solve that problem. It's going to take a lot of attention and diligence and focus, but it can be done. I think that's why we're here, is to learn how to make this happen, how to make it successful.
Absolutely. So do you have any lessons learned for us, like one or two examples that we may start implementing right now, just like that?
Okay. For any of the industrial control systems, segment the systems. Get them off the internet. That's one of the biggest things. Just stop connecting them to the internet. Segment them inside the networks. Put them in protected zones. If you do need remote access, use things like multi-factor authentication. Some of those simple steps can go a very long way toward keeping people on the outside, staying on the outside, keep them from getting in.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, that sounds like a piece of advice for everybody, actually, including even standard people, citizens. So my last question for today is, like, everybody is talking about AI. It's a hype now. So how do you see the AI going into the defense as well as the offense in the OT sector, especially?
Good question. It will be everywhere. It's going to be, there was a time when there was no technology, like we have no computers. Now they're everywhere. There was a time when we had no internet. Now everything is connected. There was a time when there was no AI. There will be a time when everything has AI in it. We will start using them with detection tools, because they're using AI for attack tools. We will use AI to match in detection. So it'll help with detection. It's got a long way to go, and it'll get better quickly. It won't take very long, but it's still maturing. It's still growing. But we'll likely use it first in detection tools. We'll begin to use it in larger analytical sets, and there'll be different types of AI doing large analytical, smaller, focused analytical. That will get looped back into our processes. So I think our biggest challenge is making sure we can trust what's coming out of the AI to go back into the system. Because if we have bad output coming from AI going into AI, you end up with this loop.
Yeah.
So I think that's our biggest challenge, but we will definitely be using it everywhere. It's a fantastic thing. It's revolutionary in every sense.
All right, all right. Thank you, Patrick. It was a real pleasure having you here. Thank you for the interview and enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you. Thank you so much.